when I was in high school, I focused on being different. If everyone had long hair, I had short hair. If they wore tight jeans, I wore baggy jeans. My friends were in metal shop. I took 4 years of Latin. Just before graduation, they had this awards banquet, and everyone was going, so naturally I wasn't. And a teacher talked me into it, and as soon as I got there, I realized it was a terrible mistake. They were giving out awards like the boy most likely to succeed in business, the most popular girl in the class. And I'd had enough. I got up to leave, and as I stood up, my name's being called out. I was being awarded the most nonconformist in the school. And I was struck with this existential dilemma. Should I accept? They had me. They had me. And then not too long ago, I did a search on Google. I typed in motivational speaker who climbed Mount Everest. I got 292 hits. I typed in motivational speaker who crossed the Sahara Desert. I got 1 hit. And it seems like being different is part of my destiny. And I've learned that's a good thing. You see, a mountain climber might say, life is like climbing Everest. You need to have a goal to succeed. You need a map and a route to get to the top. And you know, goals are important. I have goals. But what sustains you on the way to the goal? Or what if your goal's too distant? Or what if you don't even have a goal? I mean, take marriage, for example. What's the goal of marriage? What's the end point? I was speaking to a French-Canadian audience in Montreal, and I asked that question. The older guy in the back raised his hand and said, the goal of the mariage is to outlive the other one. Oh, great! Hey, that's something to look forward to. Yeah. You know, sometimes life feels more like you're crossing the Sahara Desert. It feels like this long journey over constantly shifting sands where our road maps don't always work, and we get stuck and we get lost and we chase mirages. And there's so much that's out of our control. I mean, for example, how many of you have ever worked with someone you absolutely could not stand? Sure. How many of you did not raise your hand because that person's sitting next to you? It's out of our control. There's so much that we can't plan for. I mean, it's impossible to be totally prepared for everything. I had no idea what to expect in the Sahara. I didn't know what to pack, and I'm a little embarrassed about what I'm wearing in this picture. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to the Sahara. Well, what would be comfortable? Really, really, really tight shorts. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe I'll mug a 5-year-old and steal his T-shirt. What am I thinking? It's just really hard to be prepared for everything. So then how do we move forward? You know, how do we move forward successfully and feeling alive when there's so much that's unpredictable? Well, the first rule of desert travel is follow a compass, not a map. And I want to ask you here, why would a map not work all that well in this environment? Yeah, why would this not work here? Yeah, no landmarks. And the terrain is always shifting. And just like life, just like your job, the terrain is always shifting. So what we need is a compass, because you see, a compass works in any conditions. You probably follow a compass in some areas of your life already. How many of you are parents? Okay, how many of you, when your child was born, mapped out a 20-year plan that you review quarterly to make sure your child is on target? I didn't think so. You know, I have 2 kids, and when they were little, the compass I followed was very simple. 2 words: be there. I knew that if I was there, if I was present in their lives, everything else would work out. Now that they're teenagers, I have a different compass, but it's still just 2 words: avoid them. The second rule of desert travel is to stop at every oasis. The oasis is where you can rest up for the next leg of your journey. It's where you can reflect back on where you've been and towards where you're heading. At the oasis, you can connect with other people who are on the same journey that you are on. That's why this conference is an oasis. This event is an oasis, because you're connecting with each other. You're on the same journey. And you know what was really cool? Last night when I arrived, I could tell you knew this was an oasis, because I saw how much you were drinking. No, but seriously, this is an oasis. It's as important for you and your company to stop at an oasis as it is for travelers in the Sahara Desert.